Hey guys, how we doing? Just refreshing my screen. We're going to do another 15 plus 10 in this not a speed run, and fingers crossed we're going to break through the 1200 barrier today. But that requires a win or a draw because my opponent is 1332. So, I'm going to pull out all the stops. Let's see what we can do. We play e4, e5. Okay, I'm going to go Goering again. I'm going to go for the Scotch line. We'll see what happens. $13.32 from and we got a Philidor. Wow, this is bizarre. So I had a Philidor yesterday, and we also had this same opening as well in a game in Chess Boot Camp live last night, and this is already weird. Okay, this move, I don't know if I've seen it. So what we have to do now is we have to use our brains. Now, these are the first things I'm looking at. So if pawn takes pawn, d takes e5, we hit the queen, so there we're going to get d takes e5. Our knight is still under attack. It is defended by the queen and the pawn, so that's all fine. However, doesn't this just give white automatic free development? And if bishop, and so the next question is, well, if I do that, what's my opponent going to do? And you are allowed to do this in chess. This is how you get better, right? So the queen doesn't have these squares. Can't go there. Obviously can't go there or there. That's her own pieces. Can't go here. Can't go there because of the pawn. So that appears to leave two options, right? Here, the queen is going to go there or there. If she goes here, I could push d5. And then she has to retreat that way. But I can't see any downside of this move. So I'm going to play that move, right? Queen there looks even more awkward. But here, I have d5. I think she has to go back to d7. Okay, she's gone there. All right, so looking at the bishop, bishop's defended. Also looking at this pawn, not defended. Now, few things spring to mind. Defend the pawn with d3. Now, I can't move the pawn. I can't play this to defend the pawn. It would be silly anyway, because I'd be moving a developed piece twice, when I've got a perfectly good option of playing knight c3 or knight b to d2. Both of which also achieve the same end of defending that. Now, we then also maybe have an issue of pawn takes here. If knight b d2, pawn takes there, and this knight can't recapture because queen takes. So, knight c3 also does the job. Then if pawn takes here, I can recapture with the queen. So that's definitely a thought. Is there anything else? If I take this pawn now, I've got queen takes, which I'm not in love with. Is there anything wrong with this move? I would always check before I do that they can't come out with an immediate pin, therefore nullifying the whole point of the knight move. They can't because d6 is there, so I'm going to play this, defending this pawn. I now have 1, 2, 3 pieces out in the board. If here I can recapture with the queen, might even think about long castles and starting something boom, boom, boom against black. All right, so here we have an example of the pin. Now, what is the threat? Well, the threat is kind of like in the Roy Lopez. I'm going to eliminate your knight. Yes, you recapture, but the knight is the only defender of this. Like in the Roy Lopez, the knight is defender of the pawn in the center. Okay, so reasonable move here. Now, one option is I could just retreat the bishop. Okay, you take there anyway, I take with the queen. I'm still slightly better. I have a bishop out in the board. I could put my bishop here where it's not attacked. I could play h4. That's quite a committal move, right? Then if my opponent really doesn't like that bishop, he could just kick it away anyway. I mean, f6 could come at any time. And then what's h4 achieved? Have I improved my setup? Hard to say. At the same time, there's part of me that would prefer not to retreat the bishop. So how about like queen d2? Defend the bishop. You take here, I take back with the pawn. I'm fine with that. So I'm going to play... I'm going to play queen. So queen d2, let's just think it through. Queen d2, you can't take there, you lose your queen. Queen d2, you take here, pawn takes. Queen d2, you take here, I can take with a knight, I think. So queen d2 I'm happy with. I'm taking a lot longer. I've taken 1 minute 27, 1 minute 26, and 1 minute 27. That's spooky. There are tic-tacs already starting to appear. That is a tic-tac. I'm even ready to castle. Okay, I'm going to recapture the pawn. Okay, I have reasonable pawnage here. Okay, good. Right, that's interesting. So, okay, so after that, now I can't simply capture there. Interesting. My knight is hit. But this is now a threat, right? So you see, this bishop hanging out here has proved to be a bit of an Achilles heel, right? It's an undefended piece out in the board. However, and I'm a pawn down right now, and he's just had to move his king. Okay, bishop h3 check is a thought. Okay, that takes out these squares. These squares are already out for the king. This square is practically out because of that. So what's he going to do? This just fails. Bishop takes. No, I've fought king and queen. So the knight can't block. This bishop can't block. He's got no light squared bishop. This is already starting to look like Big Trouble in Little China, isn't it? I think there's only two realistic moves. The king goes back to e8, in which case I can win the rook. Or is it even checkmate? If the king goes back to e8, knight takes here, I think is mate, actually. So that I think this is now forced. All right. And if that is the case, yeah, there you go. Madness. Pure bloody madness. Okay. Okay. Now can I take that and give up the bishop? This is chess. And this is great. How about actually check here? Because the king can't retreat, right? King can't go here because of my bishop. So check here. And there's only 3 moves. Because a knight check can't be blocked, alright? So check here. Is there actually a checkmate square that I could... Like, if I could drop my queen... No, I'd need to drop her there, and that doesn't really work. This... Give up the bishop... Is that mate? Just queen here. Queen c4. Can't go there because of the knight. Can't... So can I just take this pawn? You take that. Queen here. Right? You can't go there. There's nothing that can block. You can't go there because of the knight. You can't go any of these squares because of the queen. Go on, let's try it. Come on, let's do it. Let's just do it. It feels like I've unlocked a level somehow through this calculation. I think that's why I'm playing better. I mean, I'll say this and then I'll suddenly find myself checkmated on the next move. But I don't think so, because I've started to figure it out. The issue is, what can my opponent do? That is one way to stop mate. Then maybe I'll just like retreat the bishop back. And I think we're doing pretty good. I can stick my bishop here. No, I can't. It's two pieces. I just think it's stick the bishop there. If it was only like the bishop I could take with the royal fork, but he's got two pieces on it. Doesn't it work? What a game, man. Now he's thinking. Okay, so he's seen that. Huh. Right, I have a bishop hanging here. So how about queen here, forced, bishop back to e3, defending my bishop. What about this? I have another check, hang on. No, no, no. Can't be blocked by the knight. Queen a4, check. Hello. Queen a4, check. King here. Bishop here, check. Then it's no, 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 no. Could it be, could it possibly be Benjamin? Okay, let's just check. King goes here. I think this is forced. Nothing can... Oh, it can. It can. But then... Oh, and there's no retreat there because of the knight. Hang on, he's got to do this. Annie? But then I have knight there, check. Oh, crikey, I don't know. King goes to here or here. This bishop's going to come back. Yeah, he does have a defense. He does have this. That is going to happen. I am going to spin my knight round with check. The king cannot retreat. The check cannot be blocked. Therefore, he has to go here or here. And then this. So he actually has to go to b6, right? Put it in orange. He has to go to b6 so that this knight can block. Crikey. Oh, that's a move. Hang on. Is this playable now? So he's found the only defense. This... If king takes, I take with check. He's in check. Right, so the king's on this square. Let's put it blue. Can't go to... Oof. Right, that merits some calculation. Let's first do this, right? 8 minutes. Shed loads of time. Knight b4 check. All right. So my knight is on this square. I'm going to paint that orange. He's in check, can't stay there. If he goes here, bishop back, and he's forced here, and he's going to run into a whole load of trouble. I mean, this bishop can come back and stuff like that. So I think that's great. He might end up running away this way, but then I've got queen, that's mate. Yeah? So here he's going to come into the board. Bishop down, he's got to come into the board again. Bishop down check. I mean, I can't... Can I? Am I allowed to calculate deeper than that? Because it's like I hit this trip in my mind where I go, that's outside my pay grade, you know? But also, I mean, this is curious, but this is a bit of a funky move. King can go there, or he can take the bishop. I think takes the bishop is far more likely. King takes bishop. Let's say queen b5 check. King can't go there, can't stay there. He's going to go here. I've lost my bishop. That's the problem. I don't like that. I'm going to go with this because I think there is a win in there. Now, king here. There, king has to come back here. My knight's undefended. King here. That. So you can. This is the. I should have calculated deeper, right? Yes, king here as well. I have queen check. That actually drops the knight, but then I also have hanging bishop on g5. King here, I also have knight back. No, it's not check. Yeah, I assumed that the king couldn't go back because if he went here, it was mate. He has b7. King b7. Queen here, though. Forces king b8. Then my knight, that's checkmate. Yeah, he's in check now. If he goes here, that is mate. No, it's not. He goes here. But then I do that. And I think he comes here. I come here. Oh no, maybe he takes the knight. Let's think this through. He goes here. That's got to be losing. Here, there. To lead a better life, I need my love to be here. That sounds like a George Harrison song to me. Isn't it Here, There and Everywhere? Something like that? But, I mean, I know, this guy's at 1300. His brain must be melting. Melting, man. But this is it. This is the next level. This is what I have to do if I want to, like, be a 2000 player. Which is my ambition. I mean, this is nuts, dude. But even like this, check, knight blocks. There are so many things that can happen. And this is why grandmasters sit there for 20 minutes playing a move, right? Because they are calculating every single line, and that is the situation that we are in. There are 1, 2, 3 possible moves here. Right? The king is in check by a knight. Can the knight be captured? No. The knight cannot be captured. Right? So, move 1. Queen in check. King goes here. Knight goes here, I think is mate. Yes. Okay, so that's out. Move 2. That's mate. Isn't it? No, we've seen this. We have this there. Okay, so hang on, this now. This is an option. I was previously only looking at Queen A6 check. I have Bishop B3 check, which I also like. Bishop B3 check. King can't go there, there, right? So the next move is kind of obvious. There's only 2 options. That just is the same. So the king goes back here. Queen goes here. King goes back there. That, I think, is mate. How much of improving at chess? I missed that one. Missed that one. I missed knight blocks, you see. My question was, how much of improving at chess is a matter of giving yourself permission to think deeper than you were previously thinking? Okay, my queen is en prise. I either have to give check or I have to move my queen. And my queen doesn't actually have many good squares to go to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mate. Mate? Mate. The knight's pinned. The knight's pinned by the bishop. The knight can't capture. This is mate, isn't it? King can't take because knight defense. What? What a game. That was incredible. Okay. Oh, guys. And there's me sitting there thinking, shall I go for a wee before the game? Will it be a long one? 14 moves. Okay, we have us an analysis board. I haven't got a clue. This is one of those games where it could say you played like a 900, or it could say you played like a 22. I have no idea. None whatsoever. Okay, let's have a look. Look, I mean, I'm surprised this account hasn't been banned. 90 accuracy. 2100 again. What is going on? What is going on? But what, I mean, I'm trying really hard not to curse and blaspheme. That was a thing of beauty, bro. Okay, let's just go through it. Everyone's playing Philidor. What? That's 3 Philidors I've seen in 24 hours. Okay, this is a mistake. And that is not... Okay, that's not best. Very interesting. What was best? It's, you see, I saw a thing, it looked free, so I played it. But there must be something about playing bishop g5 attacking the queen that... I don't know, clearly it's not a book move, because the machine said it's a mistake. Okay, so I did this. Machine saying this, I guess with the idea of that, and actually forcing the queen all the way back to d8 to prevent the fork. That's 1.67. This is 1.22, so it's 0.45 of a pawn difference. Okay, queen g6 is best move. Now knight c3. Okay. And I'm still threatening to come in here, and I'm still threatening c7 fork. Okay, now it says drop the bishop back. Oh. Oh, it's saying dropping the bishop back was the best move here. Slightly, okay. That's inaccurate, but you can tell what they're doing. And I shouldn't have lifted the queen. Okay. Shouldn't have lifted the queen. Not the absolute best move. What is the best move? Okay, dropping the bishop back again, just allowing it. Yeah, I mean, we considered it. But I thought, okay, we develop, we get close to the castling, all right? And we're pressing with an initiative here, right? I'm not stockfish and I'm not calculating 20 moves deep, right? Never going to happen. But on principle, there are things about this I like. I'm defending the bishop, whose previous defender is threatened. I'm getting the queen off the back rank, right? I'm getting closer to castles. I'm getting closer to connecting my rooks. All good things. Right? It says drop the bishop back. It says undevelop the bishop. I don't know. What do you think? There it takes, okay? We're plus 1.8 already. That's a mistake. I'm not going to look at what black should have played. It's kind of irrelevant. Knight comes in now. Knight in the centre. Supported by a pawn. Threatening this. Right? And opponent screws up. Moves his king. This leads to losing a queen? What the huh? What you speak? Hang on. So did I miss something here? Okay, king there, not good. Leads to losing a queen. How? Show me. Is that what happened? Let's see. King goes there. I do this move. Okay. So because it's stockfish and it's looking 20 moves or plus deep, right? It knows that this is not the ideal thing because it's now forced mate in 9. Who would have thunk it? So stockfish says, nah mate, you have to give up the queen at this point. Wow. Wowzers in my trousers, and this is excellent. Now it's mate in 10. Right? It's not even saying there was a better move. Excellent move. Was there a better one? Oh my lord. That would have been mate in 3. Hell's teeth. So what, this is forced? Then I guess this... Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. You can't take the knight. Wow. Oh, that would have been really, really sexy. As it was, I played this move. Didn't even consider the knight check, I don't think. You know? And that's another one of the keys, is to consider the check. So consider the moves, right? Even just look at it and then go, oh, no, that's completely dumb. And then you go, well, actually, is it? Happens so much. Best. Boom. And we win. I don't know, guys. That is pretty damn close to me. You know, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing, that game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the thought process. I am enjoying allowing my brain to go there, right? And guess what? You can do the same. If you're stuck at 800, 900, 1,000, wherever it is, give yourself permission to think more. You know, yeah, I mean, you know, we could go over why did my opponent lose the game. I think that would spoil the whole point of it, to be honest. No, that was just beautiful. That was beautiful chess, and I want to appreciate it on its own terms, just aesthetically. So I think we should leave it there. But I don't know. There's something going on. I feel inspired. This is sexy. This is, I don't know. Something's turned a corner. I've got now a string of these 2,000 games going on, and yes, I am playing against weaker opponents. Okay, I am technically 1,600, but that takes nothing away from this. Nothing away from this. Loving it. Yeah. In the words of Beth Harmon, chess can also be beautiful. And we'll leave it there for the day. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.